They're here, the final character in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass. Whether you wanted them or not, BYLETH has entered the battle. So in a continued tradition, we're going to do our first impressions on BYLETH. And there's a lot to chew on here, so buckle up. And whether or not you wanted a Fire Emblem character, I mean, I didn't, but it's okay, because BYLETH so far is a ton of fun and has a very interesting kit, and it's the first Fire Emblem character that doesn't have a down B counter, maybe. I don't know, does Robin have a down B counter? So it's almost like you're not playing a Fire Emblem character, right? Right? And I've already been seeing a lot of tweets on Twitter, you know, the place where you go see tweets, that BYLETH is bad, BYLETH is slow, BYLETH has bad frame data, but I think it's just way too early to tell. The character's only been out a couple hours. Characters need time to develop and for people to find their playstyles and combos and all that, but let me know down in the comments section, what are your first impressions of BYLETH, and do you like them? And right off the bat, I'm getting some hero vibes, and I think that's just because of the speed and power that BYLETH brings to the table. Like, for example, down tilt hits on, I think, frame 13. It is super slow. Air attacks aren't super fast, but they do hit pretty hard. Same thing for, like, up tilts and up airs. Like, I don't think BYLETH is going to have any incredibly long strings. I think all of their combos are going to be between 2, 3, maybe 4 hits max. And after playing them for a bit, I don't think that BYLETH deserves the hate that they're getting. And personally, this might be my favorite Fire Emblem character to date. Before this, it is probably Ike, which really speaks on my playstyle because I prefer characters that are slower, but pack quite a punch and have less intricate combos. Okay, so right off the bat, I think spacing is going to be everything with BYLETH, especially because Fair and Bear have incredible range, and if you hit with the tip, it's more powerful, so like we did 18% on that Bear with the tip of the sword, as opposed to doing 12. So that's a huge difference. So now I think they're going to struggle against shorter characters because short hops are going to go right over their heads. So characters like Villager or Pikachu, Pichu, anyone that is smaller, BYLETH is going to have a hard time. But you do have some tools, like BYLETH's F Smash, you can angle upward and downward, so against smaller characters, you're trying to read the roll, you know, you can angle it downward, but I do think it is a little bit weaker, so that's not even the sweet spot. I think the sweet spot is the tip of the blade. I don't even know what this weapon's called. Alright, so 21.6 on just a sweet spotted F Smash, but if we angle it downward, it only looks like it's a little bit weaker. So against smaller characters, angle that thing downward. Upward angled is the strongest though, because Sakurai taught us that we should always go for the eyes. And they're relatively strong, so 18% on a sweet spot, but I think that'll probably kill somewhere around, I want to say 80 against Villager, but let's see. Maybe a little more than that, so if we go to 90, I mean, someone a little lighter might die, but I mean, maybe if she was at the end of the stage, she would have died, but on 100, definitely. And back air is definitely stronger than Fair, so that's going to be one of your better kill moves, but both of them, you want to make sure you're hitting with the tip of the weapon, because that's going to deal, I think, significantly more damage. Like, a Sour Spot, 10%, as opposed to, I think it was, what, 15? I said 15, yeah, 15. That's a big difference. And I think back air will actually stage spike if Villager wants to be cooperative. Or not. Oh yeah, that definitely does. I didn't survive, but you saw that. Alright, but we should probably talk about what makes BYLETH BYLETH and where I think some of the really cool plays are going to come from, which is up B, which is, I think it's called Sword of the Creator. Yeah, Sword of the Creator. Okay, not bad for somebody who, you didn't play much Three Houses, but this thing will throw your opponent up in the air, and then you'll kind of jump off of them, but the interesting thing is at a higher percent, so let's say 70. It actually spikes. So you take something like that, you get your opponent off the stage, and you can do all these saucy combos. I mean, Villager's going to recover because they got the balloons, but against a character that doesn't have good horizontal recovery, or vertical recovery, sorry, I don't know my directions, that's going to be a lot of fun to use. And similar to Joker, using up B doesn't put you into a helplessness when you fall, so you can kind of use it as many times as you want. You miss, you can keep going. Now, at lower percents, you could do up throw into up B. They probably have a window where they can air dodge or they can DI out of that, so I don't think it's going to be true, but here's the cool thing. You do an up throw or you get them up in the air and you land the up B, you can immediately go into a reverse side B. So look at this, at 0, if your opponent doesn't DI or if they don't dodge, up throw, up B, reverse side B is 43 goddamned %. That's insane. I mean, even if you don't do the up throw, it's still 33%. And another cool thing about up B is it will actually wall cling if we can do, there we go. You can actually wall cling and wall jump with it. All right, now here's the absolute stupid thing about up B. If you have your opponent on the top platform, and I picked Battlefield for a reason, and you land your up B, you know, you want to channel your inner Scorpion, you can confirm a kill around 80 because you can just do up B, spike them, reverse side B, and they're dead. It doesn't even have to be the top platform. You can do it on the bottom platform, but it's not going to kill as early. Seriously, though, I cannot wait to go online and set my preferred stage to Battlefield and just do this all day long. Now, some more about side B, which I think is called Arrayed Bar, and if I'm mispronouncing that, I'm going to get butchered in the comments section, so just go ahead and get the execution over with. But this is going to be a super interesting attack to use, because if you hit side B, they'll kind of just swipe upward, but if you mash it like you're inputting a smash attack, they're going to dash forward. Now, just like the smash attack, you want to hit with the blade of the weapon, because that's the sweet spot, and it's going to deal more damage, but it's going to be a really cool ledge guard, because you can kind of just run off the stage and just whack them with this huge ranged attack. All right, for the viewers, don't make me look worse than I am. Like I said, though, it has huge range, so on a stage like Battlefield, this thing will basically cover the entire platform. And now for my absolute favorite attack, the Pimp Stick. Actually, it's called a mirror, but this thing is stupid strong. So basically, once you hit down B, you're committed to it, but this thing will get like 90, that's overkill. This thing will kill it like 15%. You know what the funny thing is? You guys think I'm joking, but 30%? Look at this. All right, now granted, Villager probably could have DI'd that, but still, that is incredible. You can also turn the attack around once while you're using it, and the attack has super armor, so let's set you to control, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to use the attack, and you could absolutely beat on the person, and you're still going to get sauced by the Pimp Stick. And if you've already faced the wrath of the Pimp Stick, let me know down in the comment section. Now, when you use the thing on the ground, you have super armor. If you use it in the air, you do not. Now, the cool thing is, going back to Battlefield and utilizing platforms, you can actually drop down while you're using it, and I think you keep the super armor. Now, I'm not Sakurai, so controlling two characters doesn't come as easy, but let's see. Yeah, so you can actually pull a fast one on your opponent. So if you're just chilling on here and you want to use down B and drop down, and they think they're going to knock you out of it, think again. You're going to Death Town. I want to go back and talk more about BYLETH's air attacks, but specifically Nair and down air. I think Nair is going to be your best out of shield option, but as far as combos go, it does have low knockback. You can auto cancel it. I just don't know with BYLETH's frame data how much you're going to actually be able to combo, but you can do stuff like Nair into a side B if your opponent doesn't tech or roll out of it. You actually might also be able to do it into a down tilt, but the thing about BYLETH's down tilt is it is incredibly slow. Like, this thing doesn't hit until frame 13. Then you have down air, which is another attack with the Pimp Stick. I absolutely love this one, but you have to commit to it because it's so slow. Like, this thing is more committal than marriage. It's a good spike, though, but it does have a big wind-up, so you want to really get above your opponent. And this thing, I'm pretty sure, will bust the shield, so if you do a short hop down air on stage and your opponent shields it, you know, you could probably do some mix-ups and really chip away, but just look how strong this thing is. It's definitely going to be a tough one to land, but my God, is it dirty. Now, the ironic thing here is I'm in the minority who's actually enjoying BYLETH so far, so let me know how you feel down in the comment section. Do you like the character? Do you not like the character? But as I've been seeing online, a lot of people are saying they don't like them, they're slow, they're bad. Like I said earlier, it's way too early to tell, so we just have to wait and see. And if you found any cool combos or tips or tricks, feel free to put them down in the comment section. I am definitely going to be doing a BYLETH shenanigans online video real soon, so you guys can look forward to that. And make sure you like the video. If you're not subscribed and you want more, hit the subscribe button, and we will see you next time.